Prince Harry reveals his candid wish for Invictus Games at 10 years. Prince Harry's greatest wish for the Invictus Games is that there will no longer be a need for the adaptive sports tournament for veterans who are wounded, injured, or sick. Speaking exclusively to people at the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 on February 9th, the Duke of Sussex shared his sincere hope for the event he founded a decade ago. "I wish that we could close this down because there wasn't a need for it. But as long as there's a need for it, we will keep it going," Prince Harry says. "I know the UK is looking forward to having the Games back, to where it started, in just over a couple years," he adds, referring to Invictus' next edition in Birmingham, England, in 2027. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Harry, a former captain in the British Army, launched the international competition as a support for service members and veterans in London in 2014, making last year Invictus' 10th anniversary. It's amazing how after 10 years that we're still doing this, that we still need to do this. We will continue the games for as long as it's needed, and the need is increasing, rather than reducing, Prince Harry tells people about marking the milestone. So the fact that there will be a full cycle back in 2027 back to the UK is a place that I never thought we would be. The Duke of Sussex was in his element on the ground at the Invictus Games in Vancouver and Whistler, where he was supported by wife Meghan Markle and spent much time with competitors. "It is full of positivity," a friend of the couple says. "Harry is walking around with a big smile on his face, and he can't go very far without being stopped every few seconds. But that's what it's all about." For Harry, the team behind the scenes of the Invictus Games is equally dear. The latest iteration was years in the making, with over 500 athletes from 23 countries convening in Canada to go for the gold on the court, ice, and slopes. From a personal aspect, I'm just really grateful and proud for everybody who has been involved in the planning and the organization. So many people said to me after the opening ceremony, "How do you guys keep this going? With the world the way that it is? With the financial piece to this, how do you keep this going?" I said, "With a really, really strong team behind it and people all over the world who know the value of putting something like this on," he tells people. Not just by creating the platform and the focus for the veterans and their families, the service personnel and their families, and the community, but also by what that signifies and represents to the rest of the world. "I think that, to me, is the most important piece," the Duke says. Prince Harry preparing for Canada trip as Invictus Games continues to plug tickets. Prince Harry is currently preparing for his Canada trip as the Invictus Games continues to plug tickets. The Duke of Sussex will head to Vancouver Whistler on February 8th for the Games, which are set to end on February 16th. It is not currently known if Meghan Markle will attend the Games alongside Harry. However, she did accompany the Duke of Sussex to Canada this time last year to promote the event. She also teased that the couple's children, Prince Archie, 5, and Princess Lilibet, 3, could make an appearance in Canada. The Duchess told Invictus Games athletes that she can't wait to bring Archie and Lilibet to the tournament. In addition, a source told The Express, Harry and Meghan are planning to take Archie and Lilibet to help promote a new family-friendly Invictus Games. This comes as the Invictus Games continues to plug tickets on social media for the opening ceremony. Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend Cressida Bonos is pregnant, conceived second baby with frozen embryo. On January 9th, Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend announced that she is pregnant with her second baby in an essay for The Spectator magazine. The child will be the second for Cressida, 35, and her husband Harry Wentworth Stanley, who she married in 2020 and with whom she shares a son, Wilbur, 2. "I am now well into my second pregnancy." Having conceived through IVF the first time, we were fortunate to have another embryo stored away in a freezer, Cressida wrote. It is incredible that a tiny cluster of frozen cells, already alive, can survive, suspended in time for years. This second pregnancy is very different from the first, partly because I've been battling morning sickness, the actress and model wrote. I've never had it before and now feel like I've been swaying on a boat for months. Cressida described her second pregnancy as less consuming than the first, mentioning that she tried to detect the baby's heartbeat from bed. The Fear Itself podcast host also joked that she didn't compare her unborn baby's size to items in my fruit bowl each day via a popular pregnancy app. And I don't stress over the pepperoni I had on my pizza last night. My 2-year-old ensures I don't have the time for any of these things, she said in reference to her son Wilbur. Cressida said that she and her husband, an estate agent, were also house hunting in a desire for more space. I have mixed emotions about leaving the little space we've lived in for so long. I'll have lasting memories of us moving in as newlyweds, building our first home together and having a baby. Yet I'm equally excited at the thought of the next stage, she wrote for The Spectator. Cressida previously opened up about struggling to conceive her first child in a piece for the Sunday Times. There, she reflected with candor on the 2 long years of trying to conceive, behind her and her gratitude that IVF worked for us the first time. Cressida said that she underwent tests, tried IUI, and invested in methods from reflexology to acupuncture, even a German healer who speaks to angels, before success with IVF. The model wrote that she chose to open up to let other couples experiencing infertility know that they are not alone. Cressida Bonos and Harry Wentworth Stanley attend the Snowman opening gala performance at the Peacock Theatre in London on November 18, 2023. The more we share our stories and lean on others, the lighter the burden of shame that comes with infertility. They suggested. They've also vowed to stay patient when it comes to the palace and all the things that go on that can really get them worked up. The source said Harry and Meghan are no longer going to sweat that stuff when it comes to the royal feud. The source also claimed the pair will spend more time focusing on their relationship in 2025. Speaking to Closer magazine, they said, they're really going to carve out the time. They need to, otherwise their schedules get so jammed. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.